There's a thought experiment called Mary's Room, and it's about a scientist called Mary who spent her whole life in a black and white room studying color. So she's never actually experienced color herself, but she knows all about the different wavelengths of the electromagnetic spectrum. She knows about the human eye, how it works, how visual inputs are then processed by the brain. So she thinks she knows everything there is to know about color. Now suppose we showed her the color red for the very first time. Has she learned something new about color? Something she didn't know before? If you think the answer is yes, as I do, then that means that the experience of color isn't simply reducible to objective scientific descriptions of the brain and the nervous system. Now, the real conundrum of it is, how could this conscious experience possibly rise out of non-sentient matter? We are, after all, made up of the same matter that other non-sentient, non-living things are made up of. Astrophysicists famously say that we are nothing but stardust, which, strictly physically speaking, is of course true. So how does this experience, this conscious experience, come to be? That is what philosophers call the hard problem of consciousness. And the reason why it's so hard is because it seems like even in principle, one couldn't explain how this experience, this consciousness arises. It is, however, possible that neuroscientists in the future may be able to fully describe all the mechanisms and functions of the human brain, explaining complex emotions such as envy and lust by boiling it down to electrical signals between the relevant neurons, and thereby making us completely transparent, completely predictable, just like a machine, just like a clock, for instance. The interesting thing is that no matter how detailed the description, this still never tells us what is actually going on subjectively, or if there's actually anything going on subjectively. You could, for instance, imagine a person, designed in a laboratory, a human being indistinguishable from any other. That person would laugh and cry and say ouch when pricked by a needle, and even claim to feel pain, but never actually have any conscious experience. They are completely dead inside. The lights are completely off. That means that the facts of experience are not entailed and can never be entailed by a description of the physical facts. The only consciousness that you have actual proof of is your own.